Welcome back, beautiful, magical beings of love and light. It's Valerie again, your fairy odd mother. Today, we are back to more protection and grounding. This is going to be probably a few more videos because it is imperative that you have a solid foundation of protection. And you know how to ground yourself, and you know how to pull yourself into a state of calm and peace in any given moment. Because as we all know, any given moment can go pretty bad, pretty quick, especially in this chaotic world we are in right now. That's still, another reason why I wanted to do these videos on self-love, acceptance, and protection is because this world is where we are getting bombarded with a lot of energies. You can see that there is a very obvious low vibration running. There's a lot of us, a lot of in the spiritual community, and I mean all spiritual communities that are maintaining a higher vibration. There's a lot of chaos. And we got this like mix of the lower vibrations with the higher vibrations. Most people are maintaining in the middle, but it's like anything could set somebody off really quick. It's very important that you know how to protect your energy. This is your life force, your energy, Merkaba energy column of light that we ground into the earth, ground up into higher self. And this is a very personal thing for each individual. You may pray, you may sing, you may play drums, but so many ways to calm and center ourselves. I'm just giving a few basic ideas, just skimming really the top of it all, because it doesn't matter how you get there, as long as you are there. And you are, by there, I mean, you are protecting your energy column. I already told you I keep an energy bubble, like it's clear and sparkly and gold, it's not like a hard shell. I did that hard shell for a long time, and I was still learning and trying to understand how to keep my energy safe and protected. And, there are times I probably was a little too safe and protected, and I didn't enjoy life. I was too focused on constantly being safe. Constantly, do I have my shield up? So I made it into a bubble that kind of breathes in and out. And whatever resonates with me comes in, and I can objectively look at things in a calm manner And what doesn't resonate with me, I bless it and love it and move along my way. Um, and that's an individual for everybody. So it comes down to your protecting your life force. You're grounding and centering your energy. You're keeping this calm, clear, and breathable and relaxed. You don't have to overprotect any more than you want to underprotect. Um, that's why it's a very personal, individual thing, and you can always add to it. You can always um, move those boundaries. For I don't know how to put it. Like you get used to certain frequencies. You start to know what frequencies that you feel good in. And you really get to that point where you really don't want to be in any frequency that is harsh to you or doesn't feel good to you. So we're going to go back kind of, but add on to the protection. It is all about trusting yourself too. This is very important. You wouldn't be able to protect your energy, ground yourself to another earth and to up into your higher self without trusting yourself and believing that that is what you're doing. And no doubt. And then having the faith to believe that your higher power, your higher self, whatever it is you believe in, creator of all that is, great spirit, has your back. You have faith in that. You have faith that in every moment I can maintain my energy. I'll be safe and protected. Not only because I trust myself, but I trust in faith in the universe. So that's very important part of this too. And just 1 second. Thank you for coming back, though. Thank you. I'm starting to enjoy this a little more, and I hope relax a little more. Anyway. So right now, remember I talked about we're in Scorpio season. And Scorpio season is about protection, loving yourself, grounding yourself, being responsible for your energy. And the veils are very thin. So a lot of times people's psychic awareness becomes more intense. You notice more that you're getting, like the universe is speaking to you through nature, synchronicities, numbers. I mean, there's just so many ways. But, I always have like bees and butterflies. Now they're going away now, but I have hawks. So we each have our thing that your soul, you recognize that you will notice when it comes in front of you. Don't take those things for granted, because if you're seeing something over and over again, you're connecting with the with nature and the universe. Again, this is in a unique way for each individual. What a hawk means to me might mean something totally different to you. And I do a simple Google search on something if I don't know. What's the meaning of, a ladybug? I do this all the time. I have a garden, and I see a lot of things, and I see them repeatedly. So I think it's pretty cool that nature and the universe communicates with us, but we have to be paying attention and understanding. Think about, what was I just thinking about when I saw this butterfly, or whatever it is, and then start connecting the dots. And it gets easier and easier for your intuition and your psychic abilities to come in. And with it being Scorpio season and the veils are thin, this is a good time to get into intending. Intend your life. What do you prefer to manifest? What kind of life? If you could make anything you wanted your life, and dream about that. Now, if you put those intentions out into the universe, that's when you'll start seeing more signs and synchronicities. It's really a cool thing. And I'm sure a lot of you see this already and understand this already, but it is just so beautiful to intend certain things in your life, and then you see them appearing, or signs of them appearing, and there's comes in little steps, or it might come one big thing. It's all different. And the way for your intentions and manifestations to work the best is to remember that your feelings are your guide. If something excites you and has your heart uh, just bursting with joy, you're like, yes, I really want that, or I really want to do that, or there's a million things. It's your personal preference. What sets you on fire? What is it? Focus on that one. We have unfortunately a tendency, we get sucked down into social media or the news, and I do it myself. Next thing you know, an hour went by and you're like, well, that I just wasted a lot of time and lowered my vibration. And that time, your time is precious. We only have so much time here, really. I mean, use it to manifest, use it to create the life you want. Start putting out those intentions, and you'll start seeing things coming to you. And again, it is magic. We are magic. Playing with energy is magic. Your energy, everything else is energy. It's magical. Now, you could sit there and be depressed or upset because you hate your job, your boyfriend left you, the list goes on. And that may happen at first, while you're getting your bearings and creating the life you want. A lot of times, things that are not for you anymore, or not an energy match for you anymore, start to disappear. A lot of times we get heartbroken, and it's sad. It is sad. But you got to know, when one door closes, another door opens. And to keep your dreams and your intentions alive. And pretty soon you'll see it all coming to you. Our energy is very valuable. A lot of times we take it for granted, you know, we just go to work, we come back, we just do our daily life. But look at all the things in this world that are trying to get your attention. And when they get your attention and they trigger a feeling, they got your energy. So this is why I'm this is why I'm talking about this, because it is so easy to get thrown off track. And the next thing you know, you're watching an hour's worth of news and now you're all pissed off, you know, because the world looks like it's going to just fall to pieces. And it is pretty bad. It is pretty bad. But you are what you focus on. So do you really want to focus on that? You can send it love. Take the time right now to protect your energy and kind of put everything else off to the side. This is very important for you to do right now. We're getting to self-love and acceptance, but first you have to protect yourself. You have to have control over your own energy. It can't just be pulled away from you at any moment for any reason, because life is so upsetting. And I know that sounds easier said than done, but it gets easier the more you do it. Focus on only the things that bring you joy and happiness, you know? There are a lot of outside influences that are trying to get us triggered. So they're triggering a feeling, and it's usually a lower vibrational feeling, to take your energy. Media, number one, politicians, and all the things that you're seeing on the news, you're seeing film of it. I'm not saying it's not real, you know, somebody's filming it. But if it's not in your immediate vicinity, while you're trying to get your energy stable and protect yourself, let it go for now. Send it love. Send it the best. Bless it. Whatever feels good to you, but let it go. Get yourself stable first before you even entertain anything on the outside, except, of course, things that you have to do that are absolutely in your vicinity. Work, kids. I mean, you have to work around certain things, but this is where I am. I'm right here, right now. I am not in where's any Haiti. I'll use Haiti, where I heard they're kidnapping people and holding them for ransom. That is tragic. But in all reality, I'm sitting here in America. I can't get to Haiti. I have no means of saving anybody. The only thing I absolutely know I have is my heart and sending love at my heart center and blessing Haiti and everybody there. So I understand, you know, there's a lot of parts of life that are just devastating and sad. And I lived there because I was very, myself, excuse me. I've always been very empathic. I could feel everything, and especially pain and agony. And I thought there was something wrong with me. And I didn't realize there was a lot of people that felt like me. And if you're here, I'm pretty sure you're empathic. In my opinion, we all are psychic. We all have abilities. But empathy, not so much. I don't think everybody is empathic. You can use psychic abilities to, not everybody uses their powers in the highest vibration. And energy is being manipulated and played with constantly 24/7 in every direction here. So I had to find a way to, because I had no protection. I was just raw and wide open, and I was in a lot of pain, either by how I was living my life or everything I saw out in the world or heard about. And we can hear some really effed up stuff. I had to get to the point where, okay, let me just focus on me. Let me see what I can do, see if any of this stuff works. Because when I was learning this, I wasn't sure if it worked or not. And till I did it. And it is possible to just focus on your vicinity, your energy, and the things in your vicinity that you absolutely have either control over or you're a part of. So to me, that needs to be first and foremost if you're serious about protecting your energy, grounding your energy, connecting to your higher self. And then we move on to self-love and acceptance. And, well, in a lot of ways, you are loving yourself while you're protecting yourself because you're actually making that choice. And that is, if you're focusing on it and doing something, it means something to you, I guess is what I'm saying. All right, so let's see. Okay, so with all the energy around us vying for our attention 24/7 and fear, there's fear everywhere, and pain and agony. But the truth is, we can only control ourselves, period. Unless you're a parent and have children that you are monitoring and raising and loving, you can't control anyone else but you. And I made that mistake too. I thought, well, if I can just control situations and people, I can keep them safe, or I can, shows I love them. And what it does is it shows that you are still living in so much fear that you feel like you have to control every detail. There's many, many more, instances I could go into, but this is also a good thing to know while you're controlling your energy. Well, on this anytime, you don't have control over anybody. You can't control anybody. You can't hope, wish, pray, love them to do anything. So, a lot of these things I'm saying today are kind of hard to swallow, but you got to be honest with yourself. If you can trust yourself and have faith in the universe and faith in yourself, you have to be honest with yourself and know that you have no control over anybody. And again, you love them and you bless them. That's all we can do. You know, I always wanted to save the world or save somebody. I saved a lot of animals. Now that's different. You know, but you get my point. Trust yourself and only you only have control over your energy. So let's see. Oh, interesting thing happened today. The sun let out an X-class solar flare, and it's heading towards Earth because we're now getting into our solar maximum. And this is a prime example of energy coming from the planets, and this is coming from our sun. So that's a big energy. And when I was talking about astrology and all that, all the fascinating ways that those planets' energy hit our planet, and well, they don't create, but you see things happening during certain transits. It's just, to me, it's fascinating when the sun is doing its solar flares, but X class is as high as it gets. So prepare to maybe, because a lot of times these hit, especially empaths, really hard when the sun is having solar flares coming at us. It can make you really sad or depressed. Sometimes it makes you energized. It's just different for everybody because we're all individuals. So keep an eye on those. I already said we're still in Scorpio season, and the what 2-3 days until Halloween, and we have an X-class solar flare coming at us. I think that's pretty cool. So let's see what else we got. Well, I think I covered everything on what I wanted to talk about today. We have the cards to do and the crystal to do. But if you have any questions about your protecting your energy or anything that I speak about, well, you can ask me a question really about anything if you want to. Please ask, please put comments down, and so we can interact more and have some fun. Today, the dragon cards were calling me. And again, I can't even make this up. This card comes up a lot for me. I haven't pulled a dragon card in a couple of weeks, but this is the deep blue dragon. Keeps you safe by clearing your pathway. Trust that you are protected and walk on a path of light. Let's see. So all these protection talks, and then we have the protection cards. I think it's cool. And it really, I use a lot of dragons in my intentional magic, and they really do come out and work with you if you ask them. Okay, and then our card from the Celebration of Love deck was Trust. I believe we had this the other day. The first, I don't know for a fact, but so talking about trusting ourselves and protecting ourselves. Okay, let's get a good picture. Yes, Lord. There we go. These beautiful cards. It's like a fairy in a pond. But anyway, it's called Trust. Let's read this one. It just, I'm saying, it's synchronicities. I pull these cards, I kind of know what I'm going to talk about. And we've been on the same subject, but it's just so, so cool that trust and protection come up again. Well, trust comes up again. Okay, trust. This image celebrates the trust to tread into the magical waters of our imagination. It's navigating joyfully, feeling our balance and knowing that the best and highest outcome is on its way to us. Call to mind something you thought was impossible. Now go into your sacred space and ask to become the creative self that you really are. Allow solutions to come to you from this magical energy. Trust that the solutions will come and be in gratitude every step of the way. Beautiful. The special message is you are being inspired to release your fear of trust. You are one with God. All outcomes, whether you judge them as good or bad, are all in perfect divine timing, serving the best and highest for the good of all concerned. Fear has no place in this holy equation. And yeah, we did have this card the other day. So this is something that the guides want us to work on, trusting and protecting ourselves. Being your own advocate for your life force, because let's face it, no one else can come in and do that for us. Okay, so today, Bronzite wanted to come out. Let's see if I can get it. It's iron based, so it's pretty heavy. Solid. This is a grounding stone. And I always have the little crystal quartz with me. But this one, see if I get a picture. I'm reading. This grounds and protects, but it also eases overwhelm and stress. It shields against psychic attacks. If you're Well, I guess we could go into psychic attacks now. Remember when I said there are energies on this planet that are trying to trigger feelings in us, usually low vibrational ones. And the whole reason for that is because they're feeding off our energy. And who are they? I don't know. But I do know there's a negative force on this planet. And I think it's pretty clear that you can see a negative force and a positive force. It's good to carry, even Bronzite with the obsidian. This is like a really badass protection combination here. And if you're just learning how to protect your energy, and this is new to you, please know that it's imperative that you protect your energy with crystals, with sage, put your shield on. There is so much that is trying to lower our vibration. And the whole point of this channel is to raise our individual vibrations and love and protect and accept ourselves so we can raise the vibration of Mother Earth. So we, as a collective, can live in peace and harmony. But it's an inside job. It's us doing it, individually in our own little lives. And that negativity that is trying to keep the vibration low 24/7 with news, because let's face it, if what I said wasn't true, why isn't there a good news channel? Why aren't all news channels good news? You and I both know I can walk out of this house and meet 10 people, and they're pretty much all 10 of them are beautiful people. And all we can talk about is the terrible things that happened all day, or that are going to maybe happen, because it is all pretty much, it's not only taking you in your energy at this moment, it sets you up to take it later on. It's constant, continuous cycle. Bad news, bad energy, trying to lower the vibration by triggering our feelings. And bringing us down. And it works pretty damn good. They're pretty good at what they do. So why aren't there any good news channels? Who wants us to be in grief, sorrow, and pain all the time? Because if it's not in our vicinity, it's not actually happening. You know how movies can trigger you and you can get really sad, or you could cry, or you're laughing. It's all by design of that movie, the producer and his directors. So protect your energy. Take the time and trust yourself. Have faith. Protect your energy. Calm. Protect your energy. Merkaba, your Taurus field. Make it any color you want. Put the time and effort into this. And all these external distractions that are vying for your attention and trying to trigger a feeling in you that's not a good feeling, low vibrational, you'll be able to stand back and look at it like in a neutral observer stance I was saying the other day in the last video. And if any of this is new to you, please do your research, look it up. But no buts, do it. I'm sure most people here already know what's up and what's going on and how to protect themselves, or maybe you're learning something new. I like learning something new every day. So let's see what else we got. So the Bronzite helps with making decisions. I'm going to get more information on all the crystals I decided, because they do more than one thing, you know. Helps with making decisions, increases your self-esteem, dispels negativity, restores harmony deep within so that your mind, body, and spirit flows with the natural rhythm of the universe. Promotes love, equality, and protection. And this is good for your root and sacral chakras. And your solar chakra, sorry, root, sacral, and solar. It's also an excellent pain reliever and gives you the courage to act. So your chakra centers are your energy centers. And your base chakra is your root chakra. Your sacral chakra is right around your belly button, like your reproductive area. And your solar plexus is in your chest, below your heart. And you have your heart chakra, your throat chakra, your third eye, and your crown chakra. Now there are more chakras above you, and you have a soul star below your feet. And if you already know that, that's awesome. But if you don't, please, you know, watch some videos on chakras or read some books, or really helps to know how your energy centers work and how blocked that they get from everyday life. That's why this is so important to do every day, because everyday life is nonstop coming at you. I love this Bronzite. Let's see anything else. I think we got to the into today, but these are all just suggestions. There's plenty more things you could do. If you need to, look up energy protection and grounding techniques. Do some chakra meditations. They really do clear those energy centers up, because most everybody's, if you're not consistently cleaning your energy body, you get blocks everywhere. A lot of pain, a lot of physical pain is blocks of energy that are negative, that haven't been able to be released. So I would suggest, if you're struggling at all, any pain, any confusion or doubt, please try these tips, look up some more things, and you got this, because you're worth it. All right, I love you, and I'll see you next time. Be safe.